something. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video we're going to try our new hammock setup. It's the same hammock as before. We've actually got a real sized tarp that I can set up. It's supposed to be heavy rain all night tonight, so we're in a bit of a new area. I'm going to go explore and see if I can find a nice spot to set up this hammock, and we'll get back to you once we've found a suitable location. But I just want to show you this area real quick, because there is some houses in the area. Just bear with me a second. So this is where we're looking to set up tonight, in these woodlands over here. We're right next to the motorway here again, our dual carriageway, and there's a trailer park over there. So let's go explore deep over that way somewhere and see if we can find ourselves a suitable location to set up for tonight, and we'll get back to you when we do. Okay, so after about an hour of walking around these woods, there's not really a suitable place to set up a hammock camp. Lots of places I could fit a tent, lots of places I could fit a cot with a tarp, but the trees that are close enough together to have a hammock all have widowmakers above them, and it is supposed to be bad weather tonight, so I don't want a big branch falling on me in my sleep. That wouldn't be very pleasing. So I do have a plan B location. It's going to look familiar to some of you, but that's okay. The main goal of this is to get out there, get this new tarp set up, my new air mattress set up, and see if we can actually get used to hammock camping, because I didn't really enjoy it the first time, but I had the wrong setup, and it bucketed down rain, and my tarp was about 120 centimeters too small on the one width. So I'll be back with you guys in about 15 minutes while I walk to the other location, and we'll get set up and get some chow on, because I'm hungry. And we have shelter for the night, ladies and gentlemen. Not the most prettiest, but the tarp covers my sleeping area, and as you can probably hear, the rain has started, and we are expecting heavy rain tonight. So, like I said, we did get a new mat. It's a little bit wider, so hopefully that gives me some stability in the hammock. One thing I will never show you guys is me climbing in and out of the hammock, because it's rather embarrassing. The tarp fits. My hammock's staying dry, and it's raining currently. Loads of rubbish around here. Okay. So, I did make one little boo-boo, and I made my hammock a little bit too tall for me to sit and do anything. So currently, while I'm cooking supper, I am laying down on the ground underneath said hammock. But I am about to cook my supper, which today is Monterey Jack cheese and jalapeno hot dogs. So what I'm going to do, instead of just frying them, because they are pork and I want to make sure they're cooked through, is I'm going to put a little bit of water in the pan and kind of boil them first. Then I'm going to drain off the water and give them a nice little sear. So we'll get that on, and we'll get back to you shortly. So while that's cooking and I'm laying down in the dirt, we're going to have our second part of the adventure. After the shelter's set up, a beer must be acquired. It's called Galahad Premium Lager. It's 4%. I've never tried it before. It's a little warmer than I like, because I kind of left it in my bag from a failed outing last week. But after the day I've had, I really don't care. I'm going to drink it anyway. So cheers, guys. Thank you guys for watching and tuning into the channel. My plan for this weekend was actually to go down. There's a old World War II gun tower rampart down by the river here. But when I found out that it was raining, the only access to that is a very steep incline, and it's very muddy. And I really did not feel like facing that trek home in the morning after camping out in the rain. So that'll be on the agenda soon. I found a very big storm drain off the beaten path last week that I probably could have done a camp in there, but I only had my hammock with me and there was no way to set a hammock up. So that'll be on the agenda. And then at some point I want to go to the castle on the hill that Ed Sheeran sings about. And if you know where that is, great. If not, you'll find out in the video. And we'll do a camp there. So there is a lot of cool things coming up. Don't mind the shoddy photography on this one. My phone is propped in a shopping bag right now, so that's why you can see half white on the screen. As for this beer, the can looks a lot like Foster's, and the taste is a lot like Foster's. It's I think they're doing their best marketing to try and get this to be Foster's. So, my food is almost, well, the sausages are pretty well boiled. I'm just gonna drain some of the water off shortly here and then sear them up nicely, and then we got some buns to go with it. And then we have some nice hot dogs for tips for supper tonight. See you guys in a bit. So, there's a gander at my sausages for tonight, guys. The only reason I'm boiling them first is just because they're pork, and I want to make sure they're cooked properly through the center, and I don't want them charcoal. So yeah, they'll be ready in about 5 minutes, and I can't wait. Tell me there's no better sound in the world than sausages sizzling in a pan. These look bloody delicious, and I'm going to tuck into them in a couple of minutes when they cool down a little bit here. And then we're probably going to attempt to climb in the hammock, which, like I said, you guys will never ever get to see. If you watched my very first hammock video, you saw like when I did the sped up video setup, I planted myself right over the top. And that's why I'll never let you guys see me climb in a hammock again. Because although it's funny, I don't need videos of myself being foolish all over the internet. There's enough of those already. So, we're going to cool them down. We still got my beer on the go. We got a couple more. We're going to chow down. And then I'm probably going to watch a couple of videos on YouTube. And we'll see how this rain, I'll check in with you guys in a bit to make sure that the rain is staying out. It looks like it is. It feels like it is. I'm nice and dry underneath here. My gear's nice and dry. Much better setup than last time. Not the best. I will still learn, but we're getting better. Well, guys, I am successfully in the hammock. We've made it. It's nice and dry in here. It's a little bit chilly, so I'm going to be sliding on into the sleeping bag here pretty quick. It's not quite 9 o'clock yet, but it is, well, what time is it actually? It's around there. It's starting to get dark. It's getting dark earlier and earlier every night, which I'm kind of looking forward to, getting dark earlier and earlier, so I can get these camps set up nice and early after work, and possibly do some camping on days that I have to work the next day. As you can hear, the rain is just pouring down. There's only a small little puddle gathering on my tarp, and it's right by the very bottom, which has actually worked out really well because I put my frying pan that I cooked the sausages under there, so it's basically soaking it for me overnight, so I can clean it nice and easy in the morning. I just noticed that Steve Wallace went live, so I'm going to go watch him for a bit on YouTube, and yeah, have yourself a great evening. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the video. If you are enjoying the videos, please consider dropping a like. Like I said, we do have some crazy videos coming up, but they won't all be recorded from my phone. I will be getting something sooner rather than later. I do have a little bit more income than I did when I first started this channel, so we will be able to get some slightly better gear. This hammock's not bad for what I paid for it. It's I paid £20 for it, but I would definitely get a little bit more sturdy one because it says it's rated for more than my weight, which is a lot, but I feel it creaking, let's put it that way. It doesn't feel like it's rated for more than my weight, so maybe we'll check out a little bit down the road into investing in a new hammock. My next purchase for sure is a better tent, but I probably won't go new. I'll probably just go off of Marketplace, because it's just the deals you get are ridiculous. Sometimes people don't realize the value they've got. But alright, we'll chat to you as the night progresses. I am probably going to get some sleep here because I'm rather comfortable and I'm absolutely knackered. So we'll talk to you guys later. Thanks very much for watching. Hey guys, just checking in before I go to bed. It's around 10 o'clock at night. Pretty comfortably swinging away. A little bit chilly, but not cold. The main thing is bone dry, which is much better than last time. So I think we're gonna log off for the night, and we'll catch you guys in the morning when it's pack up time. Definitely gonna make a coffee before we go, but yeah, pretty tired, so I'll talk to you in the morning. Morning. About 6 o'clock in the morning. Rain stopped about 2:30 in the morning, but we stayed dry all night, so it was nice. It's a little bit of moisture at the very end, but nothing to worry about. So got a little bit of sleep last night, not a lot, but it's time to get up. It's packed up and hit the road. So just while we're tearing down, I wanted to show you guys just how little water got in last night, which is pretty impressive considering how windy it was and how much rain came down. The middle completely dry. It got a little bit damp when I took the tarp off, but nothing overnight. Right at the very ends, you can see a little bit of moisture in, but nothing came in on me over the night, so I'm actually quite well happy with the performance of my setup in these conditions. Alright, back to tearing down. Well, there we go guys, as you can see, with the exception of a nice dry spot, we left no trace of where we were. There is a lot of rubbish in here prior, and unfortunately I didn't really bring a rubbish bag with me this trip, but we'll be back out here and do a little clean up here for the council. So if you stuck with the video to this point guys, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for the support on the previous videos. Fit over 1,000 views on our first one, so I was quite happy about that. My schedule, like I said on the last couple, is going to be up in the air for the next little while, and that's just because the job I've got, I have a lot of responsibility on my shoulders, and I won't always be able to get days off together, but we are still going to try and make one a week. This week was the exception because I went somewhere I hadn't scouted last week and I could not get there with it. There was no way to camp with a hammock. But I did find a spot that I'm going to go with my cot, and we'll check that out. So anyways guys, thanks for watching the videos. Stay safe, enjoy your camping, and talk to you on the next one.